If you thought Revenge of the Creature was pointless, wait till you see this one. Wait until you see what such a bland, boring, just terrible, generic piece of crap this turned out to be. And even worse, it's the last of the classic Universal Monster movies. Literally the last one. It sucks, man, because we've literally went through so many great movies in this pantheon, and unfortunately we have to end it with what is by far their worst movie. By far. Now, it's not like the worst Universal Monster film in general, but of the classic original 29 film series, this is by far the worst one. So, let's make this review as quick as possible so we can go back to forgetting that it even exists, because there isn't even a Clint Eastwood to save it from being irrelevant. So, welcome back to Animation Station, welcome back to 31 Days of Horror Monster-Mania, welcome to the final Universal Monster review of the classic original series. The creature walks among us, which is a giant piece of crap even by B-movie standards. This movie just flat out sucks. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It absolutely, completely, and utterly sucks, fumbles the bag, and fails in every single way possible. And because it is such a piece of crap, I'm not letting it end off this entire Monster-Mania, because I want to end it on a good note, because, I mean, it's freaking Halloween. I don't want to end it on something miserable. That'd just be very, very crap. So, let's get through this crap movie real quick, that way we can get to the amazing movie that I decided to save for last. So, here we go. Written review for a piece of crap movie no one remembers and no one talks about. Let's get this over with. The final, dying gasp of the Pantheon before Universal buries the classic original series for good. And it's such a lazy shite pile that it's borderline baffling how it even got made. Sure, Rico Browning is still great in all the underwater scenes. He was great in the underwater scenes of the first two, and he's still great here. He's by far the best part of the movie. But literally everything else surrounding this is a colossal failure. The Gill Man looks atrocious. Like, they literally took the gills off of the Gill Man. How do you screw that up? How? How do you screw that up? Please, someone tell me. How do you screw that up? Acting is horrendous even for a B movie. Like, it's not just cheesy, it's just boring. Like, it doesn't feel like there's any actual passion behind any of the people involved in this movie besides Rico Browning. Story is just another rehash of the expedition plot of the original, Joy, as well as the crappier plot from the second film smashed together, with a very half-efforted attempt to be darker. Usually I give movies a lot of credit for going in a darker direction. Hell, I just did that for Tron Legacy. But here, it's that forced, cringy, garbage, unnecessarily stupid attempt at darkness that I've given bad movies crap for over the years. Because this movie tries to be dark, and it colossally fails because literally its writing and its plot are so dumb that it cannot freaking land that, like, at all. Writing is awful. There are so many moments of writing in this movie that are either stupid dialogue, plot moments that make no sense, or just plain, flat-out stupid, even by the standards of the time period it was made in. Dialogue is forced, rewatchability is zero, it has yet another pointless love triangle subplot, because it's not like we haven't just done that 2 movies in a row with this franchise, and the pacing is unbelievably slow. Like, this movie still has that brisk runtime of all the other Universal Monster films, but my lord, does it feel far longer than it actually is because of all the slow, tedious pacing crap. After giving us so many classics, it's a huge shame that this entire classic Universal Monster series has to end on such a lifeless, submerged corpse. Just skip it. You're better off skipping it and forgetting it even exists. Consider Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy as the last installment of this series. Trust me, it is far better off that way. This is a piece of crap. This is by far the worst movie in the classic Universal Monster series, and it's one that I absolutely never want to rewatch again. Like, yeah, I did not have much fondness or appreciation for the Revenge of the Creature, but at least it had some kind of an idea of what it wanted to do. This was just a lazy rehash by Universal to try to keep this series going, and thankfully it finally backfired, causing them to have to bury the series for good. So, I don't really have much else to say. It's a bad movie. It's the worst Universal monster film. I mean, I guess see it out of your own curiosity if you so desire, but in my opinion, borderline unwatchable, terrible piece of crap that's not worth your time. Final verdict is a 1. A 1. I have literally nothing more to say. It is a piece of garbage. Just leave it to drown in the swamp where it belongs. And that's it. That is literally all I've got for this review. And with that, we have officially finished off the classic Universal Monster films. We have reviewed all 29 of them. But we're not done. Since this is Halloween, I want to give you one last extra treat. Because, spoiler alert, I'm probably going to be spending the entirety of Halloween doing live streams, watching horror movies, or some other thing, I don't know. So, upload-wise, I want to give you one last treat. Because I did do a Halloween special last year when I reviewed Trick or Treat, so this year we're going to do another one. It's not really a Halloween movie per se, but it's just a really awesome film that was made around the same time as the Golden Age classic Universal Monsters. And it's a film that I have grown to really appreciate since I first saw it in 2021. So, I'll tell you guys all about it next time, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you for our actual finale of 31 Days of Horror Monster-Mania, with the criminally underrated atmospheric classic known as The Old Dark House.